Hello and good afternoon. I'm Zach, and I'm going to be doing some music production work for Ward Nichols for his original song. And he gave me some loops and some lyrics to work with to start with, and then now I am trying to build out the rest of the song. Today we're going to be messing with a little bit of the last drop here. We're going to be doing some problem solving for the vocoder. We're going to be working with some vocal mixing and some effects. And aside from that, we may be making some tiny adjustments to the synths, the synth leads, the synth pads, the synth basses. I played a real drum set for the build during verse 1. Might be doing some effect management there. But aside from that, we're just kind of going through. So here's kind of what we have so far, just to give you an idea and a reference for what this song is. And in the meantime, I'm going to go send the stream link to Mr. Ward Nichols, the songwriter of the song.
Cheap coffee and the smell of old tobacco. An unkempt house where the walls feel hollow. Noise in print, analysis falls to the floor. Searching for a life I don't need.
We start building with the electric and the drums.
The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. The storm inside turned to single vision.
Doing a full build.
Moving the complexity from without to within.
To a big drop.
I thought I needed respect. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it made, so I can finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread.
I'm wanting to put some effects on that. I want to do something like that too.
Hot asphalt burns underneath my feet. The quarterback knows the sack is bittersweet, but painted resolve finally cuts
Pulling in some percussion.
The past is a prison where the shadows settle. The storm inside
Half-length build for the first time.
Vision, moving the complexity from without to within. I'm done chasing
And I'm going to do no drums this chorus. And actually, now that I'm hearing this, I think we're gonna get rid of these dips here. I think that we don't really need these. Let's do that. There we go. Welcome if you just got here. Feel free to ask any questions or talk about your day or really anything. I'm just here doing some production work and happy to chill and talk and hang out.
I thought I needed
this one we will duck.
Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it made, so I can finally see the line of the golden thread.
Building it up for the drop.
The line of the golden
Drop.
thread. The line of the golden
I'm not happy with the kick yet, but that's something we can deal with in a little bit.
thread.
Double drop. And we're going to build up to the end here. That's fine. I haven't pasted the vocals yet because I'm still working on a problem, which is what I'm going to deal with right now. The vocoder sounds good, but and I think it's in a fine place, but for the drop, I want to add some effects to my vocals. And one issue that I'm having is that I would have to separate this vocoder and put it on a new vocoder if I take my lead vocal to a different channel to put different effects on. I could also turn on the effects just for the drop, but then those effects would be baked in on this vocoder. So really, I'm just trying to problem solve to see if I can figure out how to solve this specific issue of the vocoder.
I'm done chasing clouds in my head.
I was just making copies of my voice.
'Cause the sun
And I'm just playing the chords on the piano.
I thought I knew.
Here, I'll show you if that's helpful. There we go. I just like played the chords
Chasing clouds in my head.
on the piano. This is like what I'm holding
'Cause
for the
sun
vocoder.
burns the wings. I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it mend, so I can finally see the line of the golden thread.
Building it up there, and that's fine. I think that these all sound fine, but as soon as we get to this drop, the line of the golden thread, what I want to do is have this go way back in the back with some reverb, but I still want the vocoder to be pretty normal sounding. So that's one of the main tasks that I have for today, is just problem solving for how to actually make this work. So let me see.
The line of the golden thread.
Right on thread, we need to bring this down. So I'm wondering if it would be detrimental for me to try this like this. We're gonna, no, didn't work. Split. There we go. So we have these split. We're gonna do vocoder chord during the drop. We're gonna see if this works. But what I'm trying to do, vocoder bass during the drop, is I'm trying to make sure that this actually works properly. So let's just slap on some ridiculous reverb for the moment just to see if it works properly.
Line of the golden thread.
Let's go even more. Let's get rid of some of that. Let's pull down that upper end there. Sure. This is going to sound terrible, but that's not the point.
The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread.
There we go. Okay. That's fine for right now.
I can see the line of the golden thread.
And I might do some delay throws. Thread, thread, thread. Main during the drop part. Okay. So
Line of the golden thread.
So what we need to do is figure out how to route this. This actually doesn't solve this problem. I just realized that. You know what? I think I just figured out how to do it. I think I just figured out the right way to do this. We're going to bring this over here, and we're going to copy this again. And the reason I'm going to copy this is because I'm going to set this to no output. There we go. So what this allows me to do is it allows me to
Line of the golden thread.
set this manipulator plugin for the vocoder over to, let's see, audio. We need lead vocal, no out.
Line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread.
I think that may have worked. Lead vocal no out. Then we need to do the same thing for this. We need to say, for the manipulator plugin, we need to sidechain this specifically to lead vocal no out. So if I've done this correctly, what we'll hear is that the vocoder will keep singing even when there's no audio for it to actually process here.
The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden.
Wow, I can't believe that actually worked. That was like weirdly a good fix for this, to have a no output track. So what we can do is do the same thing where we split these. That way they keep the MIDI. We pull it over here, and let's see if it all works as intended. This isn't even supposed to be like seen, really. But anyway. Let me just kill all the other instruments for a minute to where we just have vocals and vocoder so we can actually hear what's going on.
Finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread.
Okay, it's closer. And now the vocoder doesn't have any effects. Why? Because the vocoder is being processed through this lead vocal no out. I think I fixed it.
The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread.
All right, there we go.
The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the.
So now we need to dial in this reverb to make it actually sound good. The whole point of getting the routing correct was to make sure that the vocoder still worked without being muddy, because it was really muddy when I tried to put the reverb directly on the track, or what's the word in word bust in.
The line of the golden thread.
We're gonna put a little pre-delay on this. Let's see if that sounds any better.
Of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread.
Okay, that's fine. Let's see if that sounds okay in context.
Line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of.
Yeah, that makes that feel so much better because it draws attention to the synths. Like, that's what I actually want to be present here. So I'm actually going to drop this volume by just a little bit. And same thing for the vocoders. I'm just going to drop that volume by just a little bit. That way we can hear those lead synths come in really strong. These.
Line of the golden thread.
That's what I want to be really present within the mix.
The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread.
Okay, the next thing we need to do we need to make thread, a little delay throw. Does that work?
Of the golden thread.
Nah. Hold up. There. That should work now. I could do this all in the same plugin, but I'm not going to. Let me find some delay. And actually, I would like to use just like some regular tape delay here. Quarter note? No, we need half note. No idea how this is going to sound right off the bat. Let's pull the dry output up all the way, though. That's fine, but it's too long of feedback, and I don't actually like the character of the delay. Nah, I don't like it at all. Let's get it darker. That's probably fine for what it is.
I can see the line of the golden thread. Hot asphalt burn.
Okay, that's pretty decent. Oh, let me get my chat up here. Oh, thanks. Welcome. I'm Zach. Nice to meet you. Yeah, that's fine for a little delay throw.
Asphalt burns underneath my feet.
We brought in the bass right away on this next verse. We didn't have it at all in verse 1.
Knows the sack is bittersweet, but painted resolve.
I don't know if I want to do background vocals there, or if I just want to like plug in the vocoder. Painted resolve. So, like, if I were to do something like this,
but painted resolve.
That kind of thing where I like use the vocoder, painted resolve.
Painted resolve. Painted resolve.
I could do something like that, but I don't know that it actually like needs to go here.
Bittersweet, but painted resolve finally cuts through the
Could be cool to have just like a little
'cause the past
coloring there, but I might want to just do that with background vocals.
is a prism where the shadows settle. The storm inside turned to.
Do we want a vocoder for this Storm Inside business? Maybe not like the bass one, but like just like the regular chord one. Something like this, maybe. Here, let me turn it up. Hang on a second. There we go.
The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within.
You think I should add that for this second build? I feel like it needs something more. I'm thinking it needs something more. So let me see. Let me put this up an octave from here.
The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within.
That could be really cool for this. So do we start it low? Like, we're talking like...
The storm inside turned to single vision.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what I do. I'll show you what I'm doing on screen. What I'm actually playing on the keyboard. I'm holding these three notes. Storm, storm, and storm. And then vision, 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 vision. All together. Okay, let's try it. Wait, I need the click. Hold up. Okay.
The storm in.
I did an octave too high, didn't I?
The storm inside turned to single vision.
I think I want to do vision, like, instead of vision, I think I want to do vision and hold both. Here we are.
The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within.
Okay, that sounds okay.
The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within.
I think I needed to move at a different spot there. We'll see if we can get it layered in. Let me do synth pads here.
The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within.
That needs to happen a little bit sooner in order to land right on the chord change. I don't know if I need to quantize that to be right on the beat or right before to make it a little smoother from the vocoder's entrance, but we'll find out. There we go. All right, let's try that.
From without to within.
That's already cleaner. Let me kill the synths.
Vision.
Bruh.
The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within.
That's weird.
From without to within.
How do I fix this?
Out to within.
Huh?
From without to within.
I'm hearing a second, like, transient here. I don't understand why.
Complexity from without to within.
What if we did that? Brought it back to here. The problem with the vocoder is it's like, if it's not smooth with when it lines up with the voice, it just has this like weird choppy effect, which doesn't sound good to me.
Down to within.
Got it.
I'm done chasing clouds.
Now we need to also make sure that this, actually, I'm going to do this the easy way. I don't want to deal with. There we go. All right. Let's see how this sounds all the way from the start of the build. Here we go.
The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within.
You know what I'm going to do? I know how I can make this sound even better.
Within. Within.
This D note that's being held,
Out to within.
right when it switches, I'm going to switch down.
Within.
Right here, we're going to make this go down and swap notes. And that's going to be C to D. So right when we transferred from that C to D, we're going to go from this D on the vocoder, and we're going to swap the notes. They're literally going to like switch places.
Complexity from without to within.
It's like clicky.
To within.
I'm a little late. That's why. Let's try that.
From without to within.
It's close. Let's try that. Come on, please work.
Moving the complexity from without to within.
Okay, great. And now that we're already on a C, we can delete this second note and just have it carry over all the way to the end here. And I think that that's going to make this line up perfectly. Let's try it.
The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within.
Sure.
I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns burns the wings. I thought I needed to spray.
Cool. All right. So now we probably need to take care of this for the other chorus. Are these all correct, though? That's the real question. Okay, sure. One beat before. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and, like, deal with this right now. I think that's probably going to be a good use of my time. There we go. We're going to copy everything. We need to go exactly one measure before the next chorus in order for everything to line up properly. I think we just delete everything from here. We delete everything from here. We take one measure before the chorus and then we paste. Hey, thanks, Marks. Appreciate that.
I'm done chasing clouds in my head.
No drums chorus
Cause
here.
the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to spray. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it made.
Okay, I think this lines up now.
So I can finally see the line of the golden thread.
Full drop.
The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread.
And then this is not going to be up here because we're going to do another drop after that. We'll deal with that in a minute. This is coming along fine. Okay, here's what we have so far. I need a break from problem solving for just a second to reset my brain. So here's what we have instrumentally. No vocoders, no anything. Just the instruments. Got a crackly pad and then bright pad for the bass notes. Got a sort of a build pad here. Bass comes in later. This is my electric guitar that I actually played live on stream. It sounds really interesting when you put it out of context, but I just played my guitar. Then we put some effects on it, and then we synced it up to this impact hit, this thing. And then we reversed that boom to put it backwards. Then when you put it all together, we get this. I think it creates an okay, like, vibe, environment, whatever you're gonna call it. I actually sang into the microphone. I went, ah, like making it super kind of in the back here. I'll just show you it without any editing. And then the next one I just like slid instead of did 3 notes. I just did 2. So with that, I put all the effects on it, made it sound really wispy like this. Ton of delay, ton of reverb. So that way it lines up as a harmony to my electric. They're happening at the same time. So it's almost like it's I don't know, a vocal electric guitar is kind of the effect. Just supposed to create a little bit of ambience. The weird thing is we're in the key of D something, right? We're in the key of D. The original loop that Mr. Ward, the songwriter, gave me was this. He's playing D, G, and A. But with that, here, let me pull this up. Why can't I play this? Keys play. There we go. He's playing, D, G, and A. Because he never hits F or F sharp, it makes it to where it is neither in D major or in D minor. Like it can be not neither, it's actually either. You can be whatever you want, because whenever I play these notes. Here, let me pull this down an octave. If I play a chord with a D minor, I'm sorry, an F natural, and it sounds minor. Comparatively, if I play something with F sharp here, D major, you can make this song either in major or minor. So we're flirting in between D major and D minor. The way that we change it is by using chords that borrow from the minor mode. Normally in D major we have F sharp and C sharp. However, in D minor we have no sharps, but the addition of a single flat, which is B flat. So when you combine those, you get something that is a little bit ambiguous as far as whether or not we're in a major key or a minor key. So I highlighted that with my vocal synth, right? That's not a vocal synth. It's like me singing, trying to sound like a, you know what? I'm just going to call it a vocal whisper effect. Sure. With this vocal whisper effect, I went out of my way to sing an F sharp so that it sounded major for a minute. Makes it sound happy, but if I had sung the opposite note, if I did this, it would sound a little bit more minor, a little bit more sad. I'm trying to make use of Ward's loops that he sent me. He gave me so much flexibility with like what I could do with the chords that I actually used that to my advantage. That way we could find a different way of supporting these lyrics by changing the chords underneath. Anyway, after that I played more frequently on my electric, and I brought in my real drums that are behind me. Brought in the bass. Brought in a few more pads to swell. So with these pads, you can see that they start out kind of dark. But as we go, you'll start hearing them pull all of those frequencies back in. It's slowly rolling off of this high cut filter, so it's gradually letting back in more of those high frequencies, which makes it sound like it's dynamically growing, which I guess it is, right? So it's like as if I was covering my mouth and saying, hey, so I have this sentence to tell you, and gradually I'm going to let go of that. Whenever I take my hands away from my mouth, it's gradually going to sound like it's opening up. That's what we did during this build for several different instruments. I'm not just the country guy. Yeah, I also did this genre. We start doing some risers. And then we go to a really dry hit. The other thing that I've done here, just wanted to highlight this, is this is gain, meaning just like volume. Right at the beginning of the chorus, I turned down really, really quickly all of the synths. It literally like dodges out of the way. The reason it does that is to make room for the kick. It makes the kick feel much more impactful. Some people do this with side chaining, like through a compressor, to like whenever the kick hits, it like side chains out. But like, I'd rather just draw in my automations because it gives me way more control. So here it is. I used the tape stop effect for that. When it came off of that, I literally just have like this thing engaged. It's just a tape stop. Anyway, So here's the drop again for the chorus. Chorus 2, ready, and rest, 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 rest. Rest, rest, rest. I really need to fix those drums. They're bad. I don't have good samples yet. Oh, I had someone ask me about these hi-hats, and how I got it to feel human. Like, I played them. I literally, like, played them on my keyboard. Like, I just physically touched the buttons, and sometimes I hit it hard. I did loud, loud, little softer. Loud, little softer. And you can see that specifically by the velocities that are here. Red means aggressive, green means less aggressive, yellow means less aggressive, blue means very non-aggressive, right? So the way to make it feel human is to actually play it. Like, I'm changing the amount of velocity or aggression that I use to hit each of those hi-hats so that it feels more real. Like, the way to make it more real is, like, play it. Like, you don't have to, like, draw it from scratch within MIDI. You could just, like, play it on your MIDI controller. I mean, it is assigned to a note. So I just did that with all three of these, and I think it made a big difference with the drums. Let's take a listen to just the drums. So let's go back and listen to the full drop. No vocals. Then we go back in with the electric. We've added some percussion. We're using a high cut and slowly rolling it off. You can hear the percussion coming in, almost like it's growing, building. Here we go, to the build, 2, ready, and. I chose to leave out the real drums on this build. It just didn't feel right. We only have half the length. I decided to do no drums except for the impact hits. So my goal in doing this in the way that I did was I tried to use silence as an instrument. Because I think that oftentimes that's something that if I'm not careful, I don't remember to do. I've got to use silence as an instrument because if there's always noise happening and if you always have something going, then it kind of makes that less effective, right? If everything is a priority to hear, then really nothing is. So, yeah, here's what this drop sounds like with the vocals. Actually, I'll play the vocals from the beginning, I guess. Yeah. Because I'm really, at this point, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to listen and problem solve, because I'm now at the stage where I'm like more focused on mixing and like detecting errors and things like that. And then I'll have to listen to it on several different speakers. I'll probably have to make sure that this ending has the vocals now that I've got these figured out. So let's listen through and then we'll start copying and pasting where it goes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Cheap coffee and the smell of old tobacco. An unkempt house where the walls feel hollow. Noise in print, analysis falls to the floor. life I don't need anymore. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. I'm tired chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it made, so I can finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread. Hot as
I'm not 100% happy with this. What if we did diffuse instead of... sorry, clean instead of diffuse. Let's try that. Okay. Let's turn this up just barely. Okay.
Hot asphalt burns underneath my feet.
Yeah, the bass here feels good.
The quarterback knows the sack is bittersweet, but painted resolve finally cuts through the
I'm gonna have to sing background vocals soon, but I just don't have... I don't think my voice has it in me right now. I've been sick.
past is a prism where the shadows settle. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within.
This doesn't feel good. I don't like it. We're gonna join these two and make it a little bit more slow to build.
Storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without.
Yeah, that's
to
better.
within. I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings.
Now here's the question. Do I get rid of this ducking for that first hit? That's really the question.
I'm done chasing.
I think I do. I think I just get rid of this entirely. Let's see how it sounds without it. Whoops. Accidental emoji button. This.
I'm done chasing clouds in my head.
Well, I don't know. What if I just got rid of the bass? No, it's the opposite of that. What if we left the bass in there, but we let the synth leads be really loud?
I'm done chasing clouds.
That feels a little better.
I'm done chasing clouds.
What if I just did it less aggressively on the pad?
I'm done chasing.
Yeah, it feels nice.
clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to spread wings. I thought I needed to spread.
That's good as is.
Now I'm stitching
That feels good to dip there.
to make it made, so I can finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread.
Do I have the tape stop effect here? I do. Okay, I just want to make sure. Wait. It's on for this. Let me make sure. Yeah, we do. Okay. The tape stop effect is literally like a DJ table. It's just like, boo. that thing. I just do that in order to make it kind of feel like it's falling off.
Finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread.
I'm not happy with this yet. I don't feel like this is doing what I want it to yet. Let me get rid of some of the low frequencies on this.
The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread. Line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread.
I think I want to put some like distortion on this. It's just like not doing exactly what I need it to yet. We're gonna put some distortion on this lead vocal right before. Let's see how that sounds. Let's bring it down.
Golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the
Okay, that might work. I just gotta balance the levels now. That it just gives it a little bit of difference.
line of the golden thread.
Nah, I don't like that at all. Don't like that at all. It's so different. That's actually a good bit better here with that distortion. Okay, that sounds way better.
Line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread.
Yeah, I want the main thing to happen is this.
The golden thread. I can see the line. Line of the golden thread.
All right, we gotta get the rest of these vocals pasted.
Of the golden thread. Of the golden thread. Golden thread. The golden thread.
What if I did something really crazy?
The golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread.
Maybe. Trying to think of how to do this. Let's copy this. Paste this here. And what if we just did this?
Golden
Oh, I have an idea. What if we just started it right in the middle of the note? And what if we did something even crazier? What if we actually did a, instead of a tape stop effect, a tape start effect? That's kind of cool. Okay. Sure. I'm not super worried about that part, but sure, we'll get this pasted at least so we have it. Now, where does this start? What is this? I don't even know what that is. Whoops, wrong place. Let's get this right here. There we go. Okay. We could definitely paste this in on the second 16th note. Where am I? Oh, we need both of these. Second 16th note of beat 1. Is that right? Okay, but like we want that on the main out, not the... Okay, now let's get the vocoders over. This is on the drop. We can do this. Where does this go? Beat 4? Ugh. Gross. I have messed up. And I don't know how to fix this. Maybe I should do this right on the double drop and hope it still lines up. And then we can chop these. There we go. I think we got it. Okay. We don't need this note at all. We don't need this note at all. And we need to bring all of these notes back to starting right on this downbeat here. Sorry, I'm trying not to cough in the mic. Okay, that should be fixed. And we need to do the same thing with the bass. Right on beat 3 is where we're going to start it. We don't need these notes. We can just chop and cut. Okay. I don't like that. Wait. What if I did this? Hold up. Is there any reason why I can't do that and then it'll actually affect the vocoder? Let's see. Okay, I love that. That worked. That's so interesting. I have my lead vocal on the parts that I have like heavy distortion and reverb. I don't want that to affect the vocoder. So what I ended up figuring out was I could just put a copy of my lead vocal on a no output channel. So like you can't hear this, but it's still acting as like, you know, where the vocoder is coming from. So anyway, let me take out all the instruments. I just want to hear the vocals here to make sure that it all lines up properly. Let's listen from chorus 2, I guess. Let's go from the build. Wait.
Storm inside turned to single vision.
Wait, I thought I did the vocoder here. I'm so confused. Did I not? I could have sworn that I literally played the vocoder right here. It's possible that I just accidentally Command Z'd something without meaning to. Okay, well, that's a thing I'll have to fix right now. So, I will at least show what I'm actually doing on the keyboard. I don't know which octave I'm supposed to play.
The storm inside turned to single vision.
Yeah, I definitely did this before, and somehow I accidentally deleted it. That's too bad. Okay, it's okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and play this on the keyboard that's right in front of me. Storm, we're going to start on F3 here. There we go.
The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within.
Let's see how it sounds.
The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within.
No, that's not gonna work. It's late. I could just move it, but
From without to within.
yeah, I don't like that. It needs the within needs to happen way sooner.
To within.
There we go.
I'm down.
That'll work. That'll work, baby. Let's go. Okay, think we got it.
The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the
Yeah, it
wings.
works. Okay. Now what am I missing? Yeah, let's listen. That's right. That was just that went very quickly. I'm very happy that that worked.
Burns underneath my feet. The quarterback knows the sack is bittersweet.
While I'm here, I'm going to take care of some issues.
The quarterback knows the sack. Knows the sack is bittersweet, but painted resolve finally cuts
I'll do some background
through
vocals
the
there later.
metal. 'Cause the past is a prism where the shadows settle. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within.
It's fine.
I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it mend, so I can finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread.
Yeah, okay, there's some seriously wrong things happening.
The line of the line of the
Okay, this is I'm glad we're going through this because now we're finding specific issues that need to be solved. Although it's not particularly fun for me, this is probably the best use of my time. Because these are like actionable things that actually just can be solved. So we need to bring these all the way back here at least.
The line of the golden thread.
Why are these not lined up? I'm so confused. What did I do wrong? All of these are wrong. I just realized what I did wrong. Okay. I need to not do that. I just realized what I did wrong. I think, well, does that work? I need to come back here. I think I put it right on the beat rather than right before the beat.
Of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread.
Yeah, that was it. I just put it in the wrong place.
I can see the line of the golden thread.
There we go. Ugh, I'm so happy that that actually lines up. Let's go back to the beginning now. We are making some progress, everybody.
Cheap coffee and the smell of old tobacco.
We are making some progress finally.
An unkempt house where the walls feel hollow. Noise in print, analysis falls to the floor. Searching for a life I don't need anymore. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. I'm tired chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to stay. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it.
Alright, I need to fix these drums. That is the next problem I want to solve. I can't say I love my real drums either. Yeah, I want to fix these drums first, and then we'll fix the other drums. It's a little bit of a frequency problem. Too much buildup. Wow. You know what? Think that might have made the difference that I needed it to make. I'm shocked that that worked as well as it did. Just taking a little bit of that fundamental frequency out of the snare drum. When I have that much reverb on it, and I start playing really fast with those 16th notes, what ends up happening is that like the reverb gets really muddy. So I tried to pull out a little bit of low end here, and then I actually just went through after the reverb and put a little bit of a duck right around that fundamental. I think that cleaned that right up. I think I'm happy with that.
Complexity from without to within.
No, it sounds like crap in the mix though. We need to adjust for this. It's just like a little bit too thin on the snare drum.
The storm inside turned to single vision.
There we are.
Moving the
Okay, much better. Time to deal with the other drums. This kick sucks. I don't really know what to do about it. I guess I could get a third kick. Oh, I should just find a kick that actually sounds good. But this is going to be the most boring thing you've seen all day. Just FYI, if you're here. So tell me about your day, because I'm also bored. What I'm doing right now is I'm going to figure out a kick that actually sounds good. That's it. That's my only goal here. So we just have to go through and looking for some kicks that make sense for this. My favorite. Maybe that's okay. Definitely not this. No. Oh, thank you. Man, I appreciate that. This is the most boring thing that we could be doing right now, but like, okay. I'm just trying to find a kick that is actually going to work with this song to kind of fill out that low end. I really want some like thud though. Yes. Thank you so much, Mark. You're awesome, man.
I thought
Okay, that's in a better spot. Just by giving a little bit of thickness. I'm trying not to increase the volume too much, but here we go. I think we could probably pull up the toms a little bit. Honestly, I think we can pull up the kick some too. Yeah, let's get this thuddy kick here. Honestly, that feels great now. Love that smoothness. Fair. The boring part is usually searching for sounds, but I'm shocked we found one that could work right away. What do you mean by auditing specifically? I almost want to change the pitches of the second toms. Yeah, anytime we hit this note, I want it to be a little lower. It's just like a little bit too weird and whiny. Yeah, that sounds better. Let's see what it sounds like in context. Actually, I think that really smoothed that out. Let's hear the drums now. This is in a much better spot just by switching those few things. Yeah, it feels smooth and big now. Love that. We're gonna adjust some things here. We're gonna make this a less accented note. Oh, financial statements for companies. Fair. Man, that is awesome. This is for a client named Ward. Maybe since you're here and active, what I'll do is I'll kind of give you a little bit of context for what this is. Yeah, just that non-accented note made this feel a lot better. So, Ward is the songwriter. I have his stuff in the description. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull open his original file and then share a little bit about the journey of this song and what it's for and maybe give you a little bit of context. Check, 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 check. Can you hear me okay? Okay, I think. Check, check. Yeah, okay. Um, so Ward, he is a, there we go. Ward is a songwriter and a lyricist, and he has like really like awesome poetic thoughts. And then he has some like just starting out music ideas. And so then he partners with me so that I can help him bring those to life. So he started with, I'll show you this. He just plays a regular drum track off of Logic so that he can keep time. Nothing too crazy. That's just so he can keep time. And then he plays along little loops. Then he plays a different. And it's not that it needs to be perfect. It's that it gives me an idea of what he's looking to do and how he's looking to build the song. So then he plays guitar as well. I actually thought that loop was pretty good. He finds some synth sounds that he likes and some presets, and he also played his acoustic guitar. So with all of that, check, check. There we go. With all of those loops that he gave me, the idea now is that we can help him build a song around his ideas. He gave me some really beautifully poetic thoughts. We worked together collaboratively on making them into like actual song lyrics. And then from there, he passes the baton to me, and I try to, he casts the vision, and then I try to execute it to the best of my ability. So there is that same loop that he played. I just quantized it a little bit and got it in. So we actually are using Ward's original thoughts, his original like recordings in the song itself. I did the same thing here where I took his other electric guitar and some of these other loops, and I'm including them on in the actual like final version of the song. And the last one, I changed the sounds for these, but they're still exactly the parts he did. I just cleaned them up as far as the timing went. And that's it. So then we were able to put all those together in order to create an actual song after that. So let me listen through from the beginning, and I want to start problem solving. Oh, no. Drums is where we were working on the first chorus. That's right.
Chasing clouds in my head.
Man, that kick, I think it really helps these drums. I think toms could probably come up a little bit in the mix. Okay. Oh, thank you. You know, what's cool is I think that Ward does like such a great job on like just like laying groundwork for what he wants, and then that's where I come in. So it's like I'm always like really excited to see, especially because like he's more of a, not even a poet per se, but he just has these like really beautiful like imagery, thoughts, and poetic language that he uses. And when we transfer them to lyrics, it ends up being something really special, in my opinion. So I'm really glad that he allows me to partner with him, because I think the end result, I think, will be pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, thank you for the encouragement, man. I really genuinely appreciate that.
The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread.
Not happy with the snare drum yet. That's the other thing I need to fix here. I didn't mind it for the chorus, but I like for this drop, I want this snare drum to be so much like longer. At the end of the day, all I'm really trying to do, and I stink at this if I'm being honest, I'm trying to take what's in my mind and trying to put it into Logic Pro, which is the digital audio workstation, or DAW, that I'm using, right? And so I know what I want, I just don't always know how to get it right away. Thinking about putting a kick in between here. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and do that. That's an easy enough fix. What did I just do? Oh, I see. And we have our second drop here. We need to add both of these. I think I may have made a mistake just now. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I definitely made a mistake just now, but that's okay. All I need to do is just delete this first kick, and then it's not a mistake anymore. Okay, there we go.
The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread.
Yeah, I love the delay tail there.
Hot asphalt burns underneath.
Burns is just a hair bit flat towards the middle of the note on my lead vocal. I'm going to fix that. I may end up re-singing some of this, but I just don't have my voice back fully yet because I was sick.
Hot asphalt burns.
Yeah, we're going to make sure that that doesn't go too out of tune here. Yeah. Yikes.
Burns.
This sucking. There we go. Let's try that.
Asphalt burns underneath my feet. The quarterback knows the sack is bittersweet.
There we go.
Is bittersweet, but painted resolve finally cuts through the metal. 'Cause the past is a prison where the shadows settle. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within.
You know what's really frustrating? I don't know that I'm going to be able to sing this because my voice isn't here. But I really want that melody to go up on the second build. I apologize in advance if my voice just like doesn't work right. Okay. We're going to try it. So from without to within. I think it's just not going to work because I'm still recovering from just having a nasty cold cough thing. Also, my headphones are cutting out. Yikes. Check, check. Check, check, check. There we go. Okay. All right, need to turn on low latency mode. All right, here we go.
Moving the complexity from without to within.
Now a little bit too long, and I need to turn up the input a little bit. Turn down my headphones a little bit too. Yikes.
Moving the complexity from without to within.
Maybe.
From without to within.
I need to cut off just a hair bit sooner. It's close though.
Moving the complexity from without to within.
Maybe.
From without to within.
Actually, I could afford to be a little bit longer. I think it's cut off too soon.
Moving the complexity from without to within.
Not long enough. Or too long that time. Just by a hair.
Moving the complexity from without to within.
Yeah, the little at the end I think was okay.
From without to within.
Yeah, it works. Okay, we will just simply replace this with the old vocal. Get it tuned and timed. Dude, I think my headphones are just straight up dying. Check. Brother, get a load of this guy. Okay.
From without to
From with. I gotta get that a little more in tune.
from without.
Yeah, the width, it was just a little bit too high. That's an easy fix, though. We're going to bring it down. I don't mind the thou. I don't mind the thout going just a little bit too high there. I think that'll actually sound good to be a little out of tune there.
From without to within.
Within. There it is. Let's pull that up. Let's get the slide in tune. This actually was a little bit wild, but I didn't mind it. We're going to leave the fall off out of tune, I think.
From without to within.
I'll take it.
Complexity from without to within. I'm done chasing clouds in my head.
I'm okay with this being a little bit louder too. I don't want to be that loud, but I'm okay with it being a tiny bit louder just to keep up with the actual like the fade of the build that's coming in so strong.
Complexity from without to within. I'm done chasing clouds from without to within.
Yeah, I'm gonna do from without to within for the first time, to within for the second time, and within for the third time. Yeah, so we're like, it's literally going like stepping up on the last note by one each time. Mathematically, that's like very pleasant. Oh, I just realized why I was feeding back. I had my talkback mic too loud. My bad. There. Not that you probably hear the difference, but...
The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to stay. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it made, so I can finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread.
Yeah, it feels okay so far. think I want to drop this just a little bit more in volume, just like a hair bit, because I want that lead synth to really just like punch you in the face.
Line of the golden thread.
Yeah. Yep.
The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread.
I think I want a little bit more of that burn sound in there.
The line of the golden thread.
Yeah.
I can see the line.
There we go. All right, let's see how verse 2 sounds. 1, 2, verse 2. Ready? And
Hot asphalt burns underneath my feet. The quarterback
next stream will be all about vocals, I think.
Is bittersweet, but painted resolve. But painted resolve.
I don't know if I want to do my minor or major there.
Bittersweet, but painted resolve finally cuts through the metal. 'Cause the past is a prison where. 'Cause the past is a prison where the shadows settle.
I don't like the timing of that.
'Cause the past is a prison where the shadows.
Yeah, I want to push that. I want to push that, like, I did a voice crack on purpose, like, shadows settle. But I think I want that to happen a little earlier. I can just maybe scoot it here. Let's see.
'Cause the past is a prison where the shadows settle.
Let's see if that works better.
Is a prison where the shadows settle.
Settle.
Shadows settle.
Let's make that shorter.
Ew. Is a prison where the shadows settle.
That sounds fake. I don't like it.
Settle.
Settle. Settle. I want that rhythm to kind of be a little more snappy.
Settle.
I'm just gonna have to re-sing it next time I actually have a voice.
The storm inside turned to single vision.
That is so fun.
The storm inside turned to single vision. Moving the complexity from without to settle. The storm inside turned to single vision. Moving the complexity from without to within. I'm done chasing clouds in my head. 'Cause the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to stay. Now I'm stitching the
Yeah.
line to make it made. So I can finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
I can see the line of the golden thread.
too. Uh-oh. I hear some problems. I have the kick in the wrong spot, don't I? Yeah. Okay. Well, not the kick. I have the... I hear the problem. I can fix it. Oh, I made a big boo-boo. I just realized I totally messed up the kick pattern. Ow. That's supposed to be every 4 seconds. Doom. Doom ka. Yeah, I goofed. Don't know how I messed this up. Oh no, that's not supposed to be here. Huh? Oh yeah, I goofed really hard. Yikes. Alright, hopefully that fixes it. Oh, I need another kick. Oh my gosh. Ga doom doom ga. That's it. Woo, did not notice I messed up this bad, huh? Okay. Is okay. There it is. Yeah, because that matches up like almost like with the lyrics, like of the golden thread. Oh, thank God. Okay, we fixed the kick. When I copied and pasted from earlier, I just blanked out and forgot that I had a completely different pattern. Let me kill the vocals just so I can hear everything that needs to be heard here. By the way, thank you for everyone who's come and hang out with me. This is an absolute blast for me. I actually can't believe that there's been 58 people here at some point. That's like wild. Yeah, that's just like, I don't know, super cool to me. Also really grateful for folks coming and giving me encouragement and things like that. Really, I'm just trying to do this because it, well, A, I believe in Mr. Ward's work, but two, it pays the bills and it's something that I love doing. So I'm honored and blessed to be able to work hard at the thing that I really love in order to put food on the table for my wife and kid. Anyways, need to listen to the instruments without anything else just to make sure that everything lines up. Yeah, it's fixed now. Cool. Yeah, that now lines up. Let's listen to it all the way from the beginning. And in a little bit, I'm gonna have to go because I have music lessons. That's the other thing I do is I teach one-on-one music lessons, and I'm gonna be working with clients for, I don't know, several hours, and then I'll probably be back at some point tomorrow morning to track vocals and background vocals and kind of clean up the rest of the vocal tracking. And then after that, I'm just gonna be doing probably 1 or 2 more streams on mixing, and then from there, I'm gonna let Mr. Ward release it. That's gonna be super cool. So we're just gonna listen through and see if we can problem solve. I'm gonna listen without the vocals for now. I think I want to turn that up. That's just me going, like into the mic, straight up. And then I put some distortion and some reverb on it. Just kind of makes it interesting. It's like a duet with the electric guitar that I played. Anyway, creates some good ambience. Okay, then we come up to the build, adding real drums, more guitar. Slide to F sharp here, not F natural. We're flirting between D major and D minor. Okay, we can start letting go of some of that cut on the synths here, bringing them out of the water. Big punch. Tape stop effect. I'm gonna stand back further from the speakers. I want to hear the bass. Could use a little more. Yeah, we're gonna pull up these 3 during the drops. We need these 4 basses, just a hair bit louder. Just gonna bump them up a decibel each. Okay, we've got an early build in the second half of the verse. That's because we have half the length of the build on the second time we do it. So we're gonna start building halfway through the verse to account for that. There's that guitar slide. No drums this time. We're just gonna let it full build with some risers. Okay, here we go. Chorus, 2, no drums, 1. Enjoying the silence there. That's fun. Okay, let's start building. And all the way to the drop. 1, 2, ready? And heavy hit on beat 2. I'm considering putting like a full bass drop there on that silence to be like boom right there, like this, like boom. Something like that could be cool. I don't know if I want to do that yet or not. And I think we're just gonna end it like this. We're just probably gonna like end the song like that. Okay, I've got one more run of listening to the vocals. I'm gonna take some notes, and that way when I come back, There we go. That way, as soon as I come back, I can focus on singing those lyrics and vocals and backgrounds and all those things. Here we go.
Cheap coffee and the smell of old tobacco. An unkempt house where the walls feel hollow. Noise in print, analysis falls to the floor. Searching for a life I don't need anymore. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without to within. I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to spread. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it made, so I can finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread.
And the verse.
Hot asphalt burns underneath my feet. The quarterback knows the sack is bittersweet, but painted resolve finally cuts through the metal.
I'm gonna have to re-sing verse 2.
Past is a prism where the shadows settle. The storm inside turned to single vision, moving the complexity from without.
You know what? I'm gonna do something real quick. We're gonna turn this down. We're gonna turn this up because this sounds really good.
The storm inside turned to single vision.
Yeah.
The storm inside turned
second
to
chord.
single vision,
It's a little crunchy.
moving the complexity from without to within. I'm done chasing clouds in my head, 'cause the sun burns the wings. I thought I needed to stay. Now I'm stitching the unraveling to make it made, so I can finally see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread. The line of the golden thread. I can see the line of the golden thread.
I mean, I think that that's probably fine for an ending. Okay, I will be back later. Either maybe later today. There's a chance I'll be back later today. It would be at 4:30-ish p.m. Eastern. And then possibly there's a small chance that I'll stream tonight at 7:30 once all of my one-on-one sessions are done. If you want to check out Ward Nichols' music, that info is in the description. He has several songs that I've already worked on, already published and out. If you enjoy this sort of pop style of like electronic-ish music, I wouldn't even call it like EDM per se. It's like more like just pop, but but it's has some synth elements. I would say go check him out. He's in the description. And then if you are a songwriter and want to hook up with me and my services, also in the description. If you want one-on-one lessons for any sort of musical instruments or vocals, I'm your guy. I would be honored to serve and work for you. Otherwise, hey, thank you guys so incredibly much for coming out to the stream today. This was really a blast. So enjoyed getting to hang out with you and enjoyed getting to get some good work and polishing done on this track. I hope you guys have an incredible rest of your day, and maybe I'll see you later. Thank you so much, and have a good rest of your day, y'all. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, Mark. You're awesome.